And now here are the top 5 stories you've been clicking on this week. First up at number 5, there's a lot of interest in where exactly people coming to Maine are settling around the state. Newly released census information shows Cumberland County saw the biggest increase when it comes to people arriving here from outside of the United States. York County welcomed the most newcomers from other states. York, Penobscot, and Androscoggin counties each received more than 300 international migrants during the time of the survey. That was between April of 2020 and last July. Representatives from resettlement agencies say many of those people settled in smaller and more rural communities. State economists say increased migration to Maine is helping with the labor shortage. Coming in at number 4, 3 more restaurants in Portland announced they're closing this week. Owners of Blue Spoon say they're closing soon and moving to a new Mid-Coast location. Tika in the Old Port is now shut down, with owners saying they'll consider all future options, but say they faced an exhausting, ever-changing set of dynamics since the pandemic began. The family-owned Vietnamese restaurant Pho Hoang in Monument Square closed for good yesterday. These follow several other recent closings of long-established Portland area restaurants. That includes Bullfini's, Pat's Pizza in the Old Port Tavern, and the Sea Dog Brew Pub and Bowling Alley in South Portland. At number 3, there are concerns about environmental damage caused by fuel leaked from that train that derailed in Somerset County. 3 engines and 6 train cars went off the tracks in Rockwood last weekend. The company that owns the railway says hazardous chemicals on the train were contained, but the Maine Department of Environmental Protection says hundreds of gallons of fuel, engine oil, and hydraulic fluid did leak. It's getting onto soil and into the Moose River, which connects to Little Brasua Lake. An oily sheen can be seen on top of the water. The state is now warning the railroad that if it doesn't step up its efforts to clean up the mess, the Department of Environmental Protection will take over the cleanup at the company's expense. At number 2, a man from Somerset County is facing charges related to a standoff that lasted for hours. This happened on Union Street in Anson Monday afternoon. Police say they were called to a home near the intersection with River Road to do a welfare check, and things quickly escalated. Police say Paul Kaplan shot at them during the standoff. Officers eventually took him into custody, but he was taken to the hospital for an ankle injury that happened during the standoff before going to jail. And our most clicked on story this week, a man confesses to shooting 7 people at 2 locations in one day. Joseph Eden of Bowdoin has now been charged with the murders of 4 people in the town on Tuesday, including his parents. Police say he's also admitted to shooting 3 other people on Interstate 295 in Yarmouth after the murders in Bowdoin. One of the people he shot on the highway was critically injured. Eden has not yet been charged for those crimes. Investigators say Eden had just been released from prison in Windham days before the murders. He's being held without bail at the Two Bridges Jail in Wiscasset. And that's a look at the top 5 stories for us online this week. You can read more about these stories and a lot more news and weather on our website and mobile app.